Recently, you may have seen our pension adverts once or twice, but did you know that Abacus offers so much more than pensions? We have over 40 years experience, and with over 10 accountants we can provide accounting, payroll and tax planning services. We also have dedicated teams with professionals in company formation, trust and estate planning, funds and family office services. Visit our website at www.abacus.gi to find out more.
Welcome, Chris. Thank you so much for joining. Chris Pitaluga, you are the director of Abacus Gibraltar. So why don't you tell me a little bit about the company and the vision?
Okay, thanks for hosting us. Sure. Abacus has been around for best part of 40 years now. You ask about the vision, and that's a big deal for me personally, because I think every company really needs to have a vision as to where it's going. If you don't have a direction of travel, then any way you go will lead you there. So you really need to understand what you want to do and where you're trying to get to. And certainly we want to be primarily a general firm, a firm that generally provides financial services across the piece. But actually, I think for me, a far more important component of the vision is just keeping clients at the center of everything that you do. I think we want to move away from being an admin-centric business, which we have been for a long time, and become a very client-focused and client-centric business, retaining clients, winning new clients. I mean, that's the main goal of any business. But sometimes businesses can forget that that's what they exist to do, is to serve clients, and that's primarily my job, is to keep that very much as the main thing for my people to keep at. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, there has definitely been lots of highlights during the time of the pandemic with businesses who adjusted to the new needs of their clients, especially. And I remember one of the things that I noticed was that you sent your clients a personal email saying that, you know, you were there to support even on a personal level, and facilitated your number, which is something I think really engages with people. And it's a necessary step of differentiating yourself from just an admin company. So that was just something I wanted to add as a touch of one of the activities that I really noticed was very important to the way that we function too.
Yeah, that was important for me too, because what really pleased me about the whole part of the whole process of the lockdown as it came upon us very quickly was just how agile my IT guys were in getting more than 50% of our staff working from home within a week, which was why we kept sending out this kind of theme about business as usual, that, you know, as far as we were concerned, there was no stoppage in the business, and we just rolled on. And in fact, the 3 to 4 months of lockdown from March onwards were one of the busiest times we've had in a long time. So I just wanted to maintain that news going out to clients and new clients in particular.
That was, you know, a pretty amazing thing to do, and very agile, as you say. I think Abacus has shown, even as a more corporate and locally established business, to really notice or take notice of the innovative actions that are happening around the world. So how have your services evolved to suit the innovative ways to do business, and how has the company expanded their reach?
Very good question. Well, I joined Abacus in 1995. I was quite young then. There
Still are.
There were 7 of us. I think I was the 7th. And today we are 50. So there has been a kind of exponential growth over those 2.5 decades, which has been very nice. And it was largely on the back of our membership of PricewaterhouseCoopers. Abacus was a member firm of PricewaterhouseCoopers for a long time. I was a tax partner of PwC, and my partner Bob Guest was also a tax partner. And then in 2012, we just decided that things were just getting too hard for us within PwC because the kind of pressures that we were suffering from audit independence requirements in PwC just meant that we felt that we had to exit the network. Um, it would have impacted our trust clients in particular very badly had we stayed within the network. So we just chose to leave in 2012, which was a bit of a gamble. But I'm delighted to say that that coincided with a kind of as a kind of springboard for the launch of a whole range of new services. So where before we were just a bread and butter fiduciary company, just doing pretty much trusteeship and company administration, which I've done all my life. We suddenly found ourselves getting into funds administration, wealth management. Now we have an insurance and wealth management division, which is doing really well. And of course, pensions. I think there would be few people in Gibraltar left who do not know that Abacus now does pensions. So yeah, we've kind of spread the offering across all of that, and that's been just a pleasure to be involved with.
Excellent. So just to wrap up our short fireside chat today, what are Abacus's goals for the future?
I think we want to carry on doing what we're doing because we're doing it well. I think I like the idea. I like the fact that we've become a much more visible market presence in Gibraltar, and a lot more of what we're doing is for Gibraltar and Gibraltarians. And I see that continuing. I think there's more coming out of our locker that will be visible in 2021. We have some nice fresh ideas that we are hoping to bring to market in next year. And I think that's just going to reinforce our market presence locally, which for me is great. I think that's a terrific development for us.
Excellent. So, Chris, just a few words from me. One of them is thank you for taking the risk, both in stepping out of PwC and making Abacus one of the leading financial services companies I feel in Gibraltar. But also thank you for, from our very early days of inception, approaching us at Startup Grind Gibraltar and deciding to support us. I think what you do and the way you think is very aligned with the vision of what we communicate and we support as a platform. So we're very, very grateful for that and very proud to have Abacus as our sponsors. And just lastly, to congratulate you on the expansion and the exponential growth. You have a fantastic team. It's been a pleasure to work with you guys so far, and we look forward to 2021.
Yeah, and for us, being associated with Startup Grind is terrific because everything you do is geared towards innovation, and the fact that you're doing it is innovative itself. So for us to be associated with that innovative trend is great, and it's been a pleasure to working with you guys and just being alongside you as you grow as well.
Fantastic. So thank you so much. Like I said, look forward to 2021. Thank you, Chris.